Okay, what's up guys again, and this is Justice League International 1 review to start off the final installment this week for my reviews, my rookie reviews. It's Justice League International. Let's jump right into it. Dan Jurgens is a book with characters that, I'm not very familiar with the exception, of course, of Green Lantern, Batman's appearance in this, and Booster Gold. And there's a lot of characters that I don't know, but I think they did a good job showing you what each person can do, some abilities, how they feel about everything. I like the tension that Booster Gold isn't really seen as a capable leader. I like the fact that the Green Lantern won't work with him, and I like the fact that Batman is saying don't underestimate this guy. He could be something. He could do something here. He could make a difference. They really make you feel like there's a need for this team. They give you a good reason. There's a very good fight scene at the end of this, and the last page is actually pretty good. So all in all, I like the start. Not amazing, not blow you away, mind-blowing stuff here, but a very good #1, a good introduction to the group, and everything seems to make sense in this issue. So overall, I gave Justice League International a 3 out of 5. Could be a little higher. Maybe I'm being a little hard on it, but I'm going to stick with a 3 out of 5 for now and see where this first story arc goes. Another book that I'm definitely going to continue to buy, and see where this leads us, see what happens. Okay, moving on, I'm going to go with Swamp Thing #1. Now, this is one of the ones I did not get on Wednesday. I did not pick up immediately. I didn't plan on reading, but after hearing some great things about Scott Snyder and hearing some great things about this one comic, I said, you know what, let me give this a shot and give Dr. Holland a chance. This was good. I don't know much about Swamp Thing prior to this issue, but this was definitely good. Definitely a great start. Now, is it the best of #1s? Maybe not, because maybe a lot of things are left to be figured out as it goes along, and maybe you don't know 100% what's going on. But the story itself, you can follow very easily. The dialogue back and forth is very good, very well written by Snyder, excuse me. And I thought this was just a good book. When you start to get into towards the end of this, things start to really pick up a great pace at the end. After slowly building, slowly showing you what's going on. A nice cameo from Superman really helped put over the Swamp Thing as a legit a character that could really affect people and be a very important character in the DC universe. So I think that was good. You have your flagship guy Superman come in and talk about why you should care about Swamp Thing. So for a new reader, when they're reading that, they're saying Superman's here talking to this Dr. Holland, saying how important this guy is. So that's him putting him over. And as a new reader, as I come in and I don't know anything about Swamp Thing, now I know, this guy's important. I want to know more about Swamp Thing. I want to know more about what's going on. And then the end gets a little crazy and leaves you off in a pretty good spot, wanting to see the next one. I thought this was actually maybe great. This was above average for sure. A lot of these books I think have been good. 3s, 3.5s. I'd say Swamp Thing for me this week was definitely a 4 out of 5, and I really did enjoy this one, and I'll definitely be also getting #2 for this. And then here we go, we get to the big one, the book of the week, the one everybody's talking about, waiting to talk about, wants to talk about, wants to see, wants to read, etc. Action Comics, Superman Action Comics, I should say, #1, Grant Morrison and Rags Morales. This one was very good. Now, going in, I had heard some things about the direction of the Superman character, some things that they plan on changing, and at first I thought, I don't like that. Of course, you know, you want your Superman to be the Boy Scout. You want him to be for everything right. You don't want him to have that Batman feel, that you know, do anything for the cause feel. Now, when I started to read this book, that's how I felt, and I said, "Oh man!" I started reading this, and I said, "This isn't Superman." And maybe I'm not, you know, a veteran to this. As I have stated, I am new to comics. Get it? But I already knew that this was not Superman in reading the first few pages. So I kept reading and moving on, and you know, I started to see what he was doing. You started to see more of the true Superman. You know, Jimmy Olsen is in this, and Lois Lane, General Lane, and Lex. All their characters I thought were good, were written well. I liked the way they wrote Lex in this, the all-powerful, everything I do is for the best Lex. Overall, you know, this was just a great book. I thought, you know, going into this that it wasn't going to be something I had liked, but in you know, giving it a chance, and there was no way you couldn't give this book a chance this week, but really reading through it and the way they leave you at the end, you know, this was great. This could lead to big things, in my opinion, and this was probably my favorite or second favorite book of the week. This and Batgirl would be my picks of the week. There's also a very nice variant cover for this, and I've displayed that right here in front of you. You know, I really actually like this cover a lot, so I decided to, just as a little collector's item, buy the variant as well, which I'll keep. You know, this could have really been the cover, but I think this is more of the maybe a year down the line looking Superman. He kind of looks more adult in this cover than he does throughout this book, because in this book he's very much young, and I think they're going to show a distinct path of how he goes from a little bit rebellious, a little different Superman, something we're not used to, and they're going to show you the steps and the growth. I think Morrison will take us on that adventure, the growth of this character to the point of the Superman we know and love, Superman that's in, you know, Justice League, the Superman we see it that makes a cameo in Swamp Thing, all of those things. And all in all, I would definitely give Action Comics #1 a 4.5 out of 5 this week. I thought it was really that good, and especially from a book that I wasn't expecting to be good. So that's all. Thanks for listening, and I'm out.